How to use ChatGPT for sales and marketing. You're manually writing every post or somebody else when AI can do it in 10 seconds. ChatGPT can't replace human nuance, but it can replace 15 hours of grinding away at writing copy. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly where AI can accelerate marketing and sales, but without losing the human connection. So I want you to think about the AI tools this way. We had, back in the day, if you wanted to drill a hole, you didn't have a drill as we know it, as electronically powered. You just had to somehow get a hole in place with different implements that you had. Well, then we got a drill. Wow. This piece of machinery that could take a work that could have lasted 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and now all of a sudden it's 5 seconds. And then even better, we got a cordless drill. We were mobile at that point, wherever we wanted to be. We didn't have to worry about the cord, and so efficiency were the things that we went into, and that's what AI can offer us, this level of efficiency. Now, we don't think it's going to replace the human nuance, the human connection, but there will be some things that humans are currently doing in knowledge work that it's going to dramatically replace, which is good and bad, but let's just focus on the good for now. It's going to take a task that may have taken an hour, 30 hours, 50 hours of billable time, and it'll drop that down into seconds or minutes. So how can we use AI? How can we use Chat and Claude and some of these others that are out there in order to drill down some of that time? Well, let's start with some low-hanging fruit. Super simple. One of the easiest ways to do it is by documenting everything that you do right now. What do you mean by that? What I mean is the next time you go do a thing, we call it the systems mindset, I want you to document it, to capture it like it's the last time you'll ever do it. And one of the ways to capture those processes for marketing, for sales, let's keep going, for operations, for administration, not just marketing and sales, is to actually go do the thing, record it while you're doing it, and now all of a sudden the next time that it's done will take a fraction of the time. And there's a lot of AI tools in terms of wearables, recording devices that'll actually record it if you'll just talk through the process as you're doing it. So if you're doing something physical, you're out, and let's say you wanted to hang a can light in the ceiling, then what you'll do is you maybe put a video up or just talk it out as you're doing it. All right, I've got a 6-inch can light. I'm going to go ahead and put a hole in this place and just talk it out as you're doing it. The AI wearable is going to record that and it will put it into a defined process. So now that every time somebody else does it, they can do it like you do it. Now that's not a marketing and sales example. That's just a general example. So now let's move that into marketing and sales. The next time you write ad copy, I want you to document it, record it like it's the last time you'll ever write ad copy. Because AI can begin to learn how you write ad copy, and not only that, but it can give you larger scale strategy. Because AI can now go research different marketing strategies. You can go to the best marketers in the world, people like Tom Peters, Seth Godin, and you can say, hey, AI, I want you to go study their methodology and bring their methodology parameters into what I'm doing so that we can start to write ad copy like Seth Godin wrote ad copy or like Tom Peters wrote ad copy. And so you can begin to leverage these world-class people to write your own ad copy. One of the other ways that we love to see how AI can actually support your marketing and sales efforts is something that we've done in our own business. We actually started it in our operations function, what we call coaching. Is our coaches, we're going through about 50 to 60 coaching hours per week. So in coaching, what we started to do is record every single coaching call that happened within the coaching experience. And as we recorded that call, what we were able to do is score each one of those coaching calls. So every Friday, our director of coaching would get literally a list of every call scored with a numerical value, a letter value, and then also feedback on what went well, what they need to improve on, and an overall general feedback for that. So we got to thinking, wait a second, if we're doing this for quality control for our coaching deliverable, why couldn't we do this for quality of our sales process? So now when a coach is in a sales meeting, he or she records that meeting, comes back, it scores the sales call, so it helps the coach understand things they can improve on, things that went well, some general feedback. But then what they can also do with that is take the sales conversation and, because we recorded it, take it back through AI and say, hey, AI, will you help deliver our marketing messaging based on the sales conversations, which are based on the coaching conversations? And so now all this real world feedback we're not only giving as coaches, but receiving from clients, we can merge back into our marketing messaging. And now our marketing messaging is perfectly tailored to the same questions that people have during the sales conversations. Now, part of those sales conversations are what we call handling objections. So you offer your service and people are going to go, wait, but, and then they're going to give you an objection, whatever that might be. How much does it cost? What are the results that you've had with other customers? All those sorts of things. Well, one of the ways that you can use AI is to catalog those objections that you get because you've recorded all the calls. You can put all those objections into the form of training, so now each of your coaches can go through week by week by week and retrain on objections, so when those things come up, they're ready to be handled. All this happens when we start to document and record everything that we're doing. We can run it through AI and say, hey, AI, will you help us to come up with this thing? And as long as we're thinking through the lens of systems, then AI can be incredibly rewarding for us. In fact, while I'm on that topic of systems, go click on the link in the description below. I've got a powerful video for you that will actually walk you through the 4 core systems of every business as they situate within the 4 foundational cornerstones of every business: purpose, people, process, and profit. So go click on the link in the description below. That video will be of huge help to you so you see where marketing and sales fits within the whole of the business. I'm gonna show you another way you can use AI for your business, and that is you can build nurturing sequences. So a lot of times you'll meet a prospect, and the prospect will be excited about you. Oh, that's super cool. I like how you work. I'm interested, right? But maybe they're not quite ready to dive in for whatever reason. Well, what we want to do is to nurture those prospects. What AI can do is help you nurture that. So you can take the content that you got from your operations, how you build the thing that you build, how you deliver the thing that you deliver. You can take the conversations that you recorded from sales to see what those objections are and the conversation sounds like, and you can say, hey, AI, can you take all this scope of information that I've got for you, and will you turn it into a 6-month drip sequence, or a 30-day, or a 90-day, or whatever it is, the timeline that you want and you think works for your potential prospects, and turn this into a drip sequence and say, I need emails for this, I need text messages for this, I need phone scripts for this. And you can start to put that into a follow-up nurturing program so that whoever your salespeople are can, on a regular, predictable, meaningful basis, begin to follow up with radical follow-up for those prospects that marketing works so hard for. Remember the job between the two. Marketing is to find qualified prospects. Sales is to convert those prospects into customers. Operations to serve the customer, and administration to hold it all together and make sure it all works out. One note about AI: it can replace a lot of your grunt work. What it will not be able to replace is your unique strategy and nuance. It can help you come up with strategy, but at the end of the day, AI cannot make the decision, nor do you want it to. We're human beings. We want to continue to be human beings. So we have 2 principles when it comes to AI I want you to remember. Number 1, BYOC. Bring your own creativity. Bring your own content to the AI discussion. Don't let AI just inform you. Hey, I need a job role. AI, give me a job role. No, we want a job role custom built to what you want. So allow AI to interview you so you come up with it together, but you need to bring your own content. BYOC. The second principle is what we call 10-80-10. The first part of working with AI is the first 10%. That's on you. You need to refine your thought, refine what it is that you're looking for. The next 80% is on AI. It's going to do the majority of the grunt work. But the final 10% is the polishing. That's back on you. So 10-80-10. Bring your own creativity to the first 10%. AI will do 80% of the heavy lifting, and you finalize it with the final 10%. If you can follow that methodology, then AI can be a powerful tool for you in order to maximize your marketing funnel, to maximize your sales funnel. In fact, while I'm on that, go click on the link in the description below. I've got another video that will actually show you the difference between the marketing funnel and the sales funnel and how they're joined together through a proper pass-off. Why are we doing all this? Because in marketing and sales, it can be a little chaotic to think about all this. How do we get prospects? How do we close them as clients? How do we do radical follow-up with all this? And it can create chaos. Well, we don't want you to live in chaos. Our entire aim is to liberate you from chaos to make time for the things that matter most.